Bill O'Brien and a new world of football at Boston College, Rye, New York. On a sunny evening in early June, Boston College coach Bill O'Brien pulls out his iPhone and starts filming. He catches a panoramic view of the Shenorock Shore Club, a private club for swimming, tennis and pickleball in Westchester County, a few outroutes from Manhattan. He captures a scene like something out of East Egg, water lapping on the shore, Adirondack chairs at the ready and an American flag rustling gently in the breeze. He sends it to his wife, Colleen, and chuckles as he reads her response. "I thought you were working." This is all part of the work of the modern coach, a window into the new age challenge for an old school mind. O'Brien's appearance at the Shore Club includes more than an hour of glad handing, introducing himself to graduates and students of all ages. It comes amid a jam-packed multi-stop trip through Westchester and Manhattan that includes meetings everywhere from Winged Foot to the downtown athletic club, old haunts for a new era. The role of coaches as fundraisers isn't new, as they have been passing the leather helmet long before NIL, NCAA lawsuits and conference television networks. But as O'Brien sips on a Miller Lite and presses the flesh, the scene marks a compelling intersection of coach and moment. O'Brien arrives at Boston College as the most qualified coach in the school's 9 decades of football. He led the Houston Texans to 4 playoff bids and 2 wins in 7 seasons and went 15-9 in 2 seasons as Penn State's coach. He's worked under the 2 modern GOATs, Bill Belichick in the NFL and Nick Saban in college football. He's called plays in the Super Bowl and for both a Heisman winner, Bryce Young, and an NFL MVP, Tom Brady. He's also been around long enough to have been fired from the Texans and hailed as the savior of Penn State in the wake of searing scandal, and he even parachuted into both Notre Dame, under George O'Leary for a few days, and Ohio State, under Ryan Day for less than a month, for stints that never saw a down of football. The totality of the experience has power. And O'Brien appreciates the collective knowledge accumulated from the wins and losses, the climb and fall, and he feels those lessons have him ready for the journey. "I feel very prepared," O'Brien said in his office a few days before the start of summer camp. "At the core, I am who I am. I'm passionate about football. I'm passionate about the guys I coach. I'm passionate about the guys I work with. But I've learned a lot. And I think I am calmer. I'm more thoughtful in certain situations. I have a lot of great people around me. I realize how important delegating is. I think when I was at Penn State, I tried to do everything. And I learned. And even in Houston, I tried to do everything at times. And there were some successes, but over time, you have to delegate. The challenge at BC is significant. The athletic department in the lower tier financially of the power leagues, the school is located outside traditional recruiting hotbeds and is a program that hasn't won 8 games since Frank Spaziani's first season in 2009. BC's last coach, Jeff Hafley, abruptly left for an NFL coordinator job in part because of all the changes swirling in the sport. O'Brien is confident BC will have a place in the revenue share world and have access to NIL, and he's comfortable knowing it will look different from Georgia and Ohio State. BC officials have been thrilled with O'Brien, with athletic director Blake James offering a pithy summary of why they are so optimistic. "He's done it," James said. "So he knows. There's not a lot of learning. O'Brien is here for both the opportunity and the tug of home. He's from nearby Andover, Massachusetts. His wife, Colleen, is a BC grad, and he has family scattered around the area. But him taking the job is also a bet that BC can win, as he's ready to take an old-school philosophy and merge it with a new era. I really think that this is a place where you can win consistently. I really have a strong belief in that," O'Brien said. "If you have a bunch of guys that really take pride in representing BC, you've got good football players, you've got a really good quarterback, you got a couple special players on the roster, and then a bunch of guys that are just tough, hard-nosed guys. You can win. You can win." In an era of college sports where the star players have private plane deals, it's telling that O'Brien is driving his Jeep Cherokee through Westchester. He picked up his old friend and new BC Chief of Staff, longtime Patriots consigliere Burge Nigerian, early in the morning, and they grinded down I-95 on the fundraising trip. As Nigerian helps with navigation, they both talk about the overall 10-year plan for BC football. They want a foundation that will create sustained success where recently there's only been mediocrity. For O'Brien, 54, his career through college and NFL coaching has required 16 moves, by Colleen O'Brien's estimate. The latest came this spring, and the family now lives just about a mile down the street from the BC campus. I should walk to work. O'Brien chuckles with a flash of his Boston sarcasm. I don't. But I should. It's been a long journey to get here for O'Brien, who points out that he doesn't envision move number 17. We're not moving, he said. We love it here. Colleen went to school here. You've heard me say this a lot, I love the job. People say, well, BC is a tough job. Every job I've had is tough. All jobs, all football jobs are tough, but they pay well and they're fun jobs. And it's like Bill Belichick used to say, it beats working. Certainly, every new coach promises long tenures and enduring fidelity to his new employer. But a peek at O'Brien's path and family dynamics give this job a sense of permanence that transcends coaching cliches. The O'Brien family's choices have long been guided by their oldest son, Jack, who was born with a rare genetic brain malformation known as lissencephaly. Jack O'Brien has limited mobility and has severely limited motor planning, meaning the brain is slow to tell the body what to do. The O'Briens moved back to the Boston area when Bill returned to the Patriots in 2023 meant reconnecting Jack, who is now 22, with a lot of the doctors and specialists who worked with him earlier in life. O'Brien said Colleen has been Jack's primary caregiver, and there's a lot of guilt working the hours that he does and not being there for support. He's grateful for the help Colleen's parents, Don and Claire, have provided with Jack. Bill O'Brien said it's fair to say that Jack has outlived his life expectancy, and they are grateful for the medical experts along the way who have cared for him. But every day, you feel like this could be the last day, he said. And that's just the way it is. The doctors in Houston were incredible. That was a big reason why we took the Houston job. They prolonged Jack's life. There's no doubt about it. And the doctors in Boston have been awesome. The move back to this area also brought the O'Briens closer to their younger son, Michael, who is a rising sophomore pitcher on the Tufts baseball team. Colleen calls having all the family nearby an embarrassment of riches. Living nearby for Michael means Sundays at home with football on TV and both food and laundry provided. I tease him that we followed him to